Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. I thank you again for joining me. Today I want to talk about Second Chronicles chapter 7. I want to talk about the Shekinah Glory. If you've never heard of it, it was when Israel, they came out of the Exodus. They were guided by a pillar of clouds, pillar of fire. Then the Ark of the Covenant was made, is put in a tabernacle. But later on, King Solomon completed the temple, and he dedicated it, for the housing of the ark and, the Levitical priests and stuff like that. And at the ceremony, that's when the glory came, the Shekinah glory. Some people call it Shekinah, but Shekinah glory. And it's the presence of Yahweh. It's the presence of Yahweh. And I'm going to read this. It's going to be chapter 1, verse 1 through 7 here. Okay, bear with me, please. Now when Solomon had made an end of praying, the fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering, and the sacrifice, and the glory of Yahweh filled the house. And the priests could not enter into the house of Yahweh, because the glory of Yahweh had filled Yahweh's house. And when all the children of Israel saw how the fire came down and the glory of Yahweh upon the house, they bowed themselves with their faces to the ground upon the pavement, and worshipped and praised Yahweh, saying, For he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. I'll be on the ground praying too. I'll be scared, but I'd be humbled and praying. I seen something like that and knew it came from, the Father, Then the king and all the people offered sacrifices before Yahweh, and King Solomon offered a sacrifice of 22,000 oxen and 120,000 sheep. So the king and the people dedicated the house of Elohim. And that's very telling. All those animals, back then, that's what it was. They sacrificed animals to cover their sins, not exactly take them away, but to cover them. And it also, it's just, there's like peace offerings and all kinds of things. And, and that's what they did back then. And the priests waited on their offices, the Levites also, with the instruments of music of Yahweh, which David the king had made to praise Yahweh, because his mercy endureth forever. When David praised by their ministry, and the priests sounded trumpets before them, and all Israel stood. Moreover, Solomon hallowed in the middle of the court that was before the house of Yahweh, for there he offered burnt offerings and the fat of the peace offerings, because the brazen altar which Solomon had made was not able to receive the burnt offerings and the meat offerings and the fat. Also at the same time Solomon kept the feast 7 days, and all Israel with him, a very great congregation, for from the entering in of Hamath unto the river of Egypt. And in the 8th day they made a solemn assembly, for they kept the dedication of the altar 7 days, and the feast 7 days. And on the 23rd day of the 7th month he sent the people away unto their tents, glad and merry in heart, for the goodness that Yahweh had showed unto David and unto Solomon and to Israel people in general. And anyways, right after that, Yahweh appeared to Solomon to talk to him. But maybe I'll get to that in another lesson. But that'd be a spectacle to see. See a beautiful temple, built like that, which took long, years and years and years to build. But then actually, go there and have, the congregation and dedicate it and everything. All of a sudden, you see this fire come down and consume. You see the glory, you see this, and it'd be a spectacle. I mean, breathtaking. And I couldn't, it's like when the children of Israel was right by when they came to Mount Sinai, and then they saw the clouds and the lightning storms and stuff like that, and that was a spectacle. That put fear into you and humble you, but they back then, they were afraid, and they were so afraid. They told Moses, we don't want to talk to him. We might die if we talk to him. Moses, will you talk to him for us, because we're scared. We'll obey him. We've seen his power back, what he did in Egypt, and the Red Sea crossing and everything. So, that'd be a spectacle to see something like that. Breathtaking, I mean, heck, I see, sometimes I see shooting stars and meteorites outside, and that's a spectacle in itself. That takes my breath away, like being on a roller coaster. But if I seen something like that, oh, I don't know. I mean, I would really be amazed. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with you, and please look that up. 2 Chronicles chapter 7. The dedication, and that was the Shekinah Glory, and it stayed in the temple for a little while. But of course, through the history of Judah and Israel, they separated, and then as back and forth from paganism back to the true religion, back and forth and stuff like that. But anyways, I just want to share that with you, and I thank you again for joining me. Anyways, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, and hit the notification bell, and please subscribe. I got more content coming out. Until we meet again, peace out and shalom.